All In Promotions and Derby Tees TV present Roughneck Rumble 4-man team event, day number 1. Today is qualifying day where we separate the beasts from the boys, and teams are going to fight for their right to party in the A main. Only 4 get in the door, with the rest fighting through the B main for the final spot tomorrow. Stay tuned right here on DerbyNation.tv all weekend long to catch all the action live. Teams are teched and the competition is ready, so sit right there. Here comes the green flag. It's Roughneck Rumble 4-man team event, day number 1, live from Sydney, Montana.
Good afternoon, fans. Welcome to Roughneck Rumble live from Sydney, Montana. I am here with Caleb Sorensen with All In Promotions, and we're about to get things started here at the Roughneck Rumble, day number 1. Qualifying heats are about to be underway, but before that can happen, we've got to draw heats. We've got them right here in the bucket. We're going to draw out the first heat, and we're going to have, 3 teams in the first heat? Is that right?
Yep. Yeah, 3 teams in the first heat, taking 1.
So we'll take 1 from the first heat. 3 teams are going to be in the first one, and then we'll draw 2 after that and 2 after that.
Yes, exactly.
All right. So how do you want to get things started, Caleb?
Well, find somebody to draw. Who wants to draw? Doug? Doug, bring her over.
He's kind of tall. You got to really lift that thing up. All right.
Let's pick one now. First one. Guys.
First heat, what do you got?
Silly Willy.
Team Silly Willy, you're in first heat.
Team 7.
Next team to be pulled. Team Something Different.
Team Something Different.
Team Ass Kicker. First heat, Team Silly Willy, Team Something Different, Team Ass Kicker. And fans, once again, they will draw for the next heat after this heat is over. They're taking 1. Caleb Sorensen here with All In Promotions. We're going to run 2 heats of this qualifying round, then a truck feature, 2 more heats of qualifying, and then a Herbie Youth Compact. Is that right?
Yeah, it's like an enduro race. Yep.
Perfect. So, Caleb, we're getting started here with Roughneck Rumble. It's been a long weekend for you already, and we're not even getting started here yet. How you feeling?
I wish we had some more teams, but I think the teams we do have are kind of the best around. So I think we're going to have a good show. We had a lot of teams, but with COVID, I think that kind of messed some things up. But next year, I think it's going to be a lot better. And a lot of people want to figure stuff out before they just bring a car. So, but it's a fair shot you got in the Derby at this show. So.
It's more like quality over quantity here. We got all the best teams, really.
Yeah, we do. I mean, there is the number 1 teams around here. So.
Well, I'll tell you what, fans, it's going to be an action-packed event here at Roughneck Rumble, day number 1. As I said, we've got 2 qualifying heats coming up, then a truck feature, 2 qualifying heats following that, and the youth enduro Herbie Derby, or Herbie race, I should say, will finish up the night here for qualifying night number 1. Don't forget, plenty of action still to come tomorrow. We'll be here with you as the night goes on, and probably we got a little bit of time as these cars get fired up. So.
Yeah, they better get going here pretty quick.
All right, we're going to get these cars fired up and pulled on the track, and we'll go through the drivers' names with you as I get back into the studio. Until then, let's hear from Carson Dixon. It'll take just a minute to hear from him, and we'll be right back with you. This is the pit pass. I am here with the driver of the number 68, Carson Dixon from Lignite, North Dakota. Carson, double duty this weekend, running in the mod division as a filler class and also on Team Calisota style.
Yep.
What made you decide to come out for the show, man?
Well, Chris secured a captain spot and back in June, and he's asked me, hey, you want to be on my team? Hell yeah. So come out and see what we got.
Now, for the mod division, you're running the car that's behind you here.
Yep.
This thing's been run a few times.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us about this a little bit.
Well, this is my 03 I had at Blizzard Bash, so she's pretty used up, but I think it might have 1 more in it.
And for the team event, you got a pretty good-looking wagon.
Yeah, I got a wagon there.
You've been through inspection.
Yep.
I see a lot of paint on the car.
There's some extra paint they put on for me.
Anything that you weren't expecting, or anything that was a kind of a surprise?
No, it's pretty all typical stuff, but they weren't very nice.
Is that good or bad? I mean, I know it feels like a lot of work for you, but
it's more work for the drivers, but it's good as a tech point because they're being fair with everyone. You know, everyone's the same.
That's good.
Yep.
That's good. And how much time you get into the wagon, man?
Oh, actually, probably a couple weeks worth of work. I got it half done, so.
That helps.
Yep.
So we've talked to you before. We've seen you at Blizzard Bash. We've seen you at some other shows. For the fans that are just learning about you, how did you get started in the sport?
Oh, my dad used to do it, and so I've grown up with it and just been doing it since I was old enough.
And in your career, what would you say was your favorite experience?
Oh, either my first win or my first time pulling into Blizzard Bash.
Hard to pick one of those two.
Yeah,
Huh? Blizzard Bash is a big deal.
Pulling in there, all them fans watching, you know, that's pretty big.
Any sponsors or friends make this trip happen for you? Anybody you need to take care of?
Yeah, my dad, he helps out a lot. He builds my motors and trannies for me, so that helps out pretty good. Yeah, mostly my dad. He helps out with the build and all that stuff. So yeah, that's my main sponsor.
That's great. And on your team, tell me about your teammate drivers. Who are they?
So we got Chris Lancaster, he's the captain. We got Rob Hewer and Corey Corndog.
That's good. How did he get that name?
I don't even know.
All right, Carson, I know I caught you here while you guys are about to get some work done on this cars. I don't want to take too much more of your time, but we wish you guys the best of luck on the track this weekend.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, here we go. Speed.
Yeah.
Studio.
Fans just joining us, we are DerbyTees.tv, powered by DEC Headers, presented by Collier Performance Engines, live from Sidney, Montana. Steven Joker here with you. I want to say thanks to those of you joining us on Facebook. Thanks to Jeffy's Fab Farm for giving us the live look-in. If you like what you're watching, there's tons of action to come tonight. You can catch it on DerbyNation.tv.
So, team show, 4-man teams, limited weld. First heat, 3 teams taken 1 out of this heat. Odd number of teams.
Yeah.
And the rest of the heats are all team on team.
That's right. That's right. So they had to decide whether to do a bye or to run a three-team heat, and they decided to do a 3-team heat. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, Caleb left up to drivers. Y'all decide what you want to do. It's y'all fixing the cars and y'all's money, so you figure out you want to buy or you want a multi-team heat. So
right.
That's what they chose.
You got 12 unbelievable cars. Things are going to get really super exciting here really fast.
Limited weld, it's a little less than limited weld, I think, but pretty much wide open arms forward and pretty stock after that. A lot of Cadillacs, 2 wagons, a bunch of Galaxy-ish 60s Fords.
Yeah.
And rest are just Buicks, Olds, Chevys, Pontiacs.
Here's the green flag. We're off running.
Ass kickers in the first team.
Yeah.
With something different.
And Silly Willie.
Willie Locker.
Yeah.
Couple did move right off the start. But, get going here. So they quickly find out who's on the wrong team.
Right.
But, you know, no one wanted to take a bye, and nobody wanted to duck out early in the first heat of 3 to go to Wisconsin.
Right.
They wanted the Derby. They said, we're here to Derby, let's Derby. Even if we're on the receiving end of a 3-team heat, we're here to Derby, and it's a pretty neat thought.
Absolutely.
And hear that out of them guys, you know.
Some interesting car choices out here for some of these teams too. I mean,
Silly Willies, I think, are almost all Cadillacs.
Yeah.
Some, but they're all like the non-premium ones,
Right.
like 68, 69, 70. So a little bit different the way they let you do the frame and the shortening and all, and it puts a.
They got Toddy up on the wall there, and the 14 is getting some help out of a hole he was dug in. 14 was Nathan Murdoch. He got help from his teammate.
It's like the black cars against the green cars.
Team something different was the 14 of Nathan Murdoch, the 53 of Seth Hamilton, 913 of Jake Brown, and the 024 of Terry Decker. Team ass kickers, Zach Ponzer in the 31, Brady Larson in the 110, last year's winner, or Dawkins winner, I should say. Brett Stringer in the 21, Eric Toddy in the 44. He's up on the wall. And Silly Willie's team, Will Lochner in the W14, Chris Moore in the 008, B34 Neil Moore, and the 15 of Devin Groenveld out of Canada. Wow, backside of the ass kicker car is down around the tires there. That's the 21 of Brett Stringer.
Yeah, the ass kicker team, I think, is one of the favorites to win. However, the thing you didn't want to happen was, two of the other teams draw you, and you're a huge threat.
Yeah.
And then those guys just get together and,
tear you up,
take it to you, and not the way they would wanted it, but man, well, take a chance. The law of averages didn't work out in their favor this time. Being a preferred team, or maybe the best
favorite
team, or the favorite team is great until you're outnumbered.
Right.
Then you're not going to have any friends here. It's
14 of Murdoch lost a wheel.
Brady in the 110.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's your winner from June here. Very creative builder. Looked at his car a lot today, and he had to work on it a lot in inspection, I would say, but a lot of what he did, fit the rules, and a few things didn't, but that's what we do, stretch, pull, tug, all that.
Yeah.
So, and I think Ponzer followed his lead on that team and built 90% the same car, and that were two really good cars on that team. I did look at the rest of them real close. I don't know those guys as well, but I don't know what they did, but my eyeballs on a few cars today and yesterday. We're going through inspection.
Yeah. Once again, those of you joining us on Facebook, thanks to Jeffy's Fab Farm for giving us this live look-in. We're at Roughneck Rumble in Sydney, Montana. Tons of action still to come today. We've still got 3 more qualifying. Ooh, that was a big shot. 3 more qualifying heats that are going to look just like this. Truck feature and a youth compact circle track as well. Make sure you're joining us on DerbyNation.tv to watch the whole thing.
Definitely looks like it did. Maybe I was wrong on the, being the odd team out.
Yeah.
At first it looked like everybody was pointed at the green cars, and now it is kind of equaled out. I don't know if that was just how it worked or that was the plan, but it kind of looks pretty fair.
Yeah. Well, if Willie's going to come back to the console, the B main, I should say, he's going to have a lot of work to do.
Yeah. I like to see everybody derby.
Here's a good shot right there. Impact Derby Products trackside cam, giving us this close look right here behind the berm. 110 of Brady Larson.
Looks like he's stuck.
Yeah, he sort of looked like he was waving off a little bit almost, but he's still got his stick up. There he goes.
Those tires were flat when he went out there, so maybe that has something to do with having a little struggle with the track surface. He's the beadlock,
Gotcha.
flat tire guy. But this track is kind of loose. It's kind of dry, kind of loose, kind of not. Where the first inch is great, but as soon as you break that surface,
it's like a hard candy shell.
Yeah, it gets real sandy. It gets real loose. Not dry, just loose. So it's definitely a unique surface. And with a 30-second hit rule that he has here, you can't mess around. You get stuck or have trouble, you better get some help real quick or it's over. So, like the ass kickers.
You want to talk about pin to win that they talked about in the drivers' meeting?
Yeah, it went round and round. They said who wanted it, who didn't it. So the first vote was for it, then the second vote was against it, then it was for it, then it was against it. And, no one really, I don't know, it's one of them things where we do pin to win, I think, sometimes because it's easier to manage and officiate.
Right.
Because it's just basically whatever. No one likes to be held and pinned and all that, so we want to do that, but then it's on the official shoulders to manage that. Mm-hmm. It's got to be managed closely because it's not just pin to win. It's pin for second, pin for third, pin for fourth. So someone's always got to be in the middle of every little battle, and promoters and flag guys don't always want to get into that. Want to let the guys sort it out on the track, and it is a team thing. So although no one likes to watch it and be at the receiving end of it, sometimes it's, I guess, more level. Even, it's not an official discretion. It's just guys on the tracks pulling, luck and choices. So it's, wheel button fall off.
Trying. Willie's working hard at it.
Yep.
As these cars all battle out, looks like we still have 3 teams fighting right now. Fans that are joining us on Facebook, please let us know where you're watching from. Let us know. Send us a message. Post it on Facebook. You can also be a part of our show by interacting with us on the DTV Fan Chat Facebook page. If you're not a member of that page yet, you should give it a like. It's the DTV Fan Chat Facebook page. You can post on there and send messages, and we'll do our best to give you some hit-ups and some shout-outs. Murdoch in the 14 doing a pretty good job missing that front wheel.
Yeah. Keeping it together. Why does Mark have to tell us what to do? I mean,
that's his job.
He knows we know.
Impact Dirty Products trackside cam.
Yeah, that we know what to say, but he just jumps in and bosses us around like
he's the boss.
I mean,
he's producing like a producer. It's crazy. Team Ass Kicker working as a team. They had a lot of team experience together, these guys, and
yeah, they had
it's paying off.
They had some heat on them in the beginning, so I think, because the way they did this, for people that weren't watching minutes before this, is all the cars were lined up outside the gate. Mm-hmm. Everybody was in a car, and then they drew 3 teams and put them on the track. So no one had time to make a super team or talk or politic or get together. So, I think everybody just went out there maybe eyeballing each other and kind of just feeling it out to see how it went. And, they didn't have opportunity to make any plans. So it looked to be a little unbalanced for the ass kicker team as soon as it started. It kind of worked to their favor. They weathered the storm, and I think one car's got some big damage, and the other 3 aren't so bad.
Yeah,
really
they got Toddy on the wall, and he didn't have a lot of damage to the car really. So that's going to be it right there.
We're almost done. That's it.
You want to go out and, or do we have time for on tracks today, or yeah, you want to go out and do on tracks?
Sure.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Microphone's on the counter there, Joker. Once again, Team As Kicker getting the transfer. That'll be Zach Ponzer, Brady Larson, Brett Stringer, and Eric Toddy. We're going to send Joker out, see who he can catch. He may or may not catch the winners. We'll see. But those of you that are with us on Facebook, if you liked what you saw here in this first heat of action, there's still 3 more heats of this to go, as well as a truck feature and a youth compact circle track enduro type race to finish up the night. So plenty of action still tonight. And then tomorrow, of course, we've got a B-main, we've got a mod feature, a truck feature, all kinds of stuff. So.
Mr. Zach Ponzer. I watched that. At the beginning, it looked like you guys were on the wrong team, and then it kind of worked your direction, and you lost one on the wall right away, but you weathered the storm, didn't really give a lot, didn't take a lot, but just stayed alive and made it to the end. Tell me about that last 10 minutes.
We just kind of did what we could out there, really. You know, every team here is super good, so everyone's got good cars, good builders, good drivers. So we just kind of focused on ourselves more, didn't really worry about the other two teams, just did our best to keep each other going, keep moving, and scooting. Did what we could out there, but it was tough.
So what goes through your mind when the format was everybody get in their cars, we're going to draw 3 and instantly send you on the track? What goes through your mind? You know, because traditionally it usually gives everybody time to talk, but in this case it didn't.
It didn't. It was just, you know, we all had the same shot of getting the team or the heat of 3, and I don't know if it was a good thing or a bad thing. We just kind of, like I said, we focused on ourselves, and it's like whoever's out there, we just want to be the last team running. That was our main goal. So we're in the feature. We got a lot of work to do, but we'll be back tomorrow night. So
awesome. Well, you don't have a ton. Repair plates and a couple other hurt cars, but not so bad for everybody out of this heat.
Not bad, actually. I mean, Tada getting put up on the wall, sometimes it's a blessing in disguise. His car looks mint. The rest of us got some sheet metal work to do, put the fix-it plates on, and I think everybody this weekend's going to be pretty hurt up. There's some wild teams here. You know, not very many, but the team that is here, the quality is really high. So
for people at home, what do you get after the heat?
Our team gets 24 fix-it plates, so technically 6 a car. Unless one of them's hurt really bad, we might move 8 to 1 car if we can, or kind of.
They allow them to use them wherever you want, as far as car-wise?
Yep, we can put them wherever we want in the car.
That's pretty nice. Where you can put yours?
Probably right around at the S's there. Just connect my bumper bracket to the A-arm strap. They kind of collapse there, so fix that up the best I can. Maybe 2 on the back end with the humps, or just maybe just say to hell with that and let people eat that, I guess. But
where your teammates can put their plates?
Who knows?
He knows.
We'll have to wait and see.
Well, we'll talk to you tomorrow night, correct? That's when we will see you again?
Yep, we'll be running again tomorrow for the feature, so pretty exciting. Hopefully we have some luck on our side.
All right, well, congratulations on making it through the heat. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Yep, thank you very much, guys.
Let's get one more.
Joker gives a good interview on the track. Jeffy's Fab Farm on-track interviews was with Zach Ponzer there with Team Ass Kicker. They're doing a real good job of clearing this track, so I'm not sure if Joker will be able to find another driver or not. He's going to grab an official, looks like.
Well, first heat, Mr. Wetzel, Mr. Inspector, tell us how that all went yesterday and today, looking at cars and rules and drivers following them.
I think it went pretty good. There was a few teams that were about right, I guess, for the rules, but for the most part, everybody had something to cut, whether it was 1 page or 4 things. I don't think anyone passed right away, so I would say we were pretty stiff on what we did, and as always, everyone tries to push them, but as long as we can keep her steady on what we're trying to support as far as rule followings, I think it's been going good.
How similar are the rules from June till now?
The exact same. We made a few clarifications just on stuff that we found in June where we're kind of open, I guess, and we rather than having the issues come this time, we just made a couple clarifications for that. Other than that, they were identical. So,
how about the rest of the guys at home watching, wanting to come run this show, want rules, things like that? What do you guys say to them?
It's a great place to run, a great atmosphere. Just good. I don't know. It's been obviously nice weather out the last couple of days, and that helps. But I think it's been good. I think it'll keep getting bigger, and hopefully people watching on TV will see that as far as how we do stuff around here, and like to come try it.
I mean, I personally built the car and brought it through inspection, and I have 0 complaints. Y'all did what you say we're going to do. The rules, meet the cars that pull on the track. I'm happy with it, but, that's just me.
Yeah. No, I think, our biggest thing is to not let there be gray areas. Obviously, there's a point where you might be able to beat it for some reason on the rules, but we're trying to get so it's not more and more every year. We'd like to keep them the same, and just if we can, obviously the builders help us a lot in making them decisions as far as what we need to do as far as rules to keep them where they're at, and making it kind of not a gray area, I guess, just black and white. So
Awesome. Well, we'll talk to you again maybe tonight or tomorrow, and we'll send it back to the booth.
Joker doing a good job with the Jeffy's Fab Farm on-track interviews. I want to say thank you to everyone that joined us on Facebook, and thanks to Jeffy's Fab Farm for giving you the live look-in. We are going to be live on DerbyNation.tv for the rest of the night here tonight, and heat draws for heat number 2 coming up next. So make sure you're getting over to DerbyNation.tv for those heat draws for the next heat. Don't want to miss that as they pull these last few cars off the track. They're going to do a little blading of the track, just smoothing out a couple of the holes, and we'll be back with heat 2 action in moments, I would say. They're just going to pull these last 4 cars off the track, and they're doing a pretty good job of that. So fans, we're here at Roughneck Rumble, Sydney, Montana, day number 1 of 2. Lots of action still to come. Thanks for being with us. Team Minnesota, or Calisota style. And Team Has-Beens gets pulled.